Hello guys, this is the first lesson in the chapter 8, this chapter about trigonometric function. And the first lesson is about solving right triangle. Right triangle is one of the kinds of the triangle. We have some trigonometric function. The first one is called sine. The rule of sine is opposite over hypotenuse. And cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent of the angle, of course, is equal to opposite over adjacent. So maybe you said, what is opposite, what is adjacent, what is hypotenuse? Let me explain it on this triangle. This is right triangle, guys. Now, at the first opposite, but at the first opposite of which angle, guys? Look at here, angle of A. It means this angle. This angle. So, opposite. Sine is equal to opposite. So, where is opposite of A? Look at opposite of A. Opposite of A is here. It means BC. Look at here. BC. So, BC over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, guys, it is the longest side of a right triangle. Or you can know this by using this. Look at here. The right angle is here. This is right angle, right? Okay. The opposite side about right angle, it means this side, this is called hypotenuse, sorry. Hypotenuse is the opposite side from the right angle, or you can know this by the longest side of a triangle. So, BA or AB, you can say BA or AB, this is hypotenuse. This is sine. What about cosine? Cosine of A, of course. Cosine of A is adjacent. Adjacent. Where is adjacent of A? Of course, adjacent of A is here. This is called adjacent. Adjacent of A. Adjacent of A is AC. Then over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is here. Okay? It means BA or AB. What about tangent? Tangent is equal to opposite. Opposite is here, BC, over adjacent. Adjacent, it means AC. This is about the rule and determining opposites, adjacent, and hypotenuse over this triangle. Of course, right triangle. Now, let's solve this example, guys. In this example is said, find the values of three trigonometric function of x. Look at here. This is determine the angle of x. So, write it this. For triangle XYZ at the right, it means this triangle, guys. Give exact answer and answer rounded to the nearest 10,000. Okay. Find the values of three trigonometric function. At the first, we have sine. Sine is equal to opposite of x. Sorry guys, you have to write sine of x. Okay, sine of x. Where is the opposite of x? Opposite of x is here. Here is 12. We said sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Where is hypotenuse? Where is the longest side of the triangle? It's here. 13. It means 12 over 13. This is sine. What about cosine? Cosine of x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 13, we know this. So, where's adjacent? Adjacent of x is 5. Look at this side. Adjacent of x is 5. So, we know all of this. What about tangent? Tangent of x is equal to what? Is equal to opposite. Opposite is 12 over adjacent is 5. Okay, guys? That's all. This is an easiest lesson, guys. Just you have to know what is the role of these three trigonometric function. Let's solve this. This is find the values of three trigonometric function of y. Guys, in this example, say of x. But in this example, it said of y. Look at here, of y. It means the same triangle. This triangle. This triangle. Okay, let's find the values of y. The values of a trigonometric function of y. So, where's y? The angle of y is here. Okay, let's find out the sign. Sine of y is equal to opposite, guys. Be careful. Opposite. Where's opposite of sine? Where's opposite of sine y? Opposite of sine y is here. 5 over. Where's hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is, look at your 13. What about cosine? Cosine of y is equal to adjacent. Adjacent of y, this is hypotenuse, guys. Please don't confuse this. Adjacent of y is this side. This side is 12. Okay? 12 over hypotenuse is 13. What about tangent? Tangent of y. Tangent of y is opposite. Opposite, it means 5 over, where's adjacent? Adjacent is 12. That's enough. Guys, this is very, very easy. At the first, determine the angle. Then you can find out the answer depending on these rules. Okay? Now, let's move to this. Finding length of sides of a right triangle. Now, here we will find out the length of the sides. Here we have two cases. The first case, if acute angle, and the length of one side are given. Okay, we use three trigonometric function to find the length of the sides. This is the first case. Okay, guys, it means if we have a right triangle like this, just one acute angle, for example, this acute angle is given, and the length of one side. Sorry, this is hypotenuse, and the length of one side. For example, here is y, here is x. This angle and this side are given. We will use sine, cosine, and tan to finding what? To finding the length of the other side. It means this sides. Okay. What about the second case? The second case said if the length of both sides of the triangle are not given, the length of both sides are not given, then we use Pythagoras law to find the other side. Guys, Pythagoras law, what is the Pythagoras law? Pythagoras law is equal to hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. This is called Pythagoras law. And we have a note here, guys. Just we will use these two cases. Some of them is acute angle, and one of the length are given. We will use sine, cosine, and tan. And some of them, the length of both sides are not given. Then we must use Pythagoras law. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. And guys, please don't forget this note. This is an important note. This note said the sum of the measure of two acute angles is equal to 90, and the measure of the angles is equal to 180. The measure of all angles is equal to 180, and the measure of two angles is equal to two acute angle. Be careful, is equal to 90. Now, let's solve this question. Look at this question, guys. For triangle ABC, look at this triangle, guys. For triangle ABC shown at right, find each side length to the nearest tenth. Guys, this is the first case. One angle, this angle it means, and one length are given. So, find each side length to the nearest tenth. The first one is AB. We have to find AB. So, guys, look at here. AB. AB is what? For A, be careful. AB is what? AB is, I told you, every time to determining a hypotenuse, look at the opposite side about the right angle. Right angle is this. The opposite side of right angle is called hypotenuse. So think about it. Which of the rules includes hypotenuse, of course, cosine. But guys, in sine and cosine, we have hypotenuse from the denominator, hypotenuse. So, look at here. A, what is the length of A? This length of A is given. This is 7.4. This is adjacent of A. So, which rule is adjacent over hypotenuse? Of course, cosine A. Cosine A is adjacent over hypotenuse. So, we will use cosine rule. Okay? Now, we will use cosine rule. Cosine A is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so cosine A is given. A is 41. 41. A is 41 is equal to adjacent is 7.4 over hypotenuse is not given. It means AB. AB. So guys, look at here. How you can solve this? This is really easy by multiplying each other. This is the denominator of cosine 41 is 1. Multiply the sides. Here we have cosine 41 AB is equal to 7.4. Okay. Now by dividing both sides by cosine 41, dividing both sides by cosine 41, we will get AB is equal to 7.4 over cosine 41. Guys, you can calculate it by a calculator, then you will get approximately 9.8. Okay, so AB is 9.8. This is the first request. What about the second? The second request is BC. BC. It means what? It means opposite of angle of A. Opposite. So, which rule include opposite? Of course, sine. But guys, sine, we don't have sine 41. So, we have to use tan, because tan is include opposite side and adjacent side. Okay, in sine, look at here, sine of A is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, but we want to find BC. BC, it means what? It means opposite side. So here we have to use tan of A is equal to opposite side over adjacent. Okay, tan of 41 is equal to opposite side is BC over 7.4. 7.4. Okay, now this is equal to we can multiply by each other. This denominator is 1, then we will get tan 41 times 7.4 is equal to BC. So BC is equal to guys, you can calculate tan 41, then multiply it by 7.4. This is, we'll get 6.4. So BC is 6.4. Okay, so that's enough for this question. This is really easy. Just you have to find out the rule, then substitute these sides and angle in the rules. This is about this question. Now let's move to the another question. Look at this question, guys. In this question, for triangle KLM shown at right, find KL and LM. KL and LM to the nearest 10, where cosine 48 is 0.67 and tan 48 is 1.11. Guys, again, this is the first case that I told you. At the first, here we have angle of L. Angle of L, we have opposite of angle of L, and just we have opposite angle of L. So, which rule includes opposite? Tan and what? Tan and sine. But in the tan, we need adjacent. So we don't have adjacent here. So you have to use sine. Sine of L is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? So sine of L, it means sine of 48 is equal to opposite is 10.5 over CL, whereas guys, where is here hypotenuse is KL, sorry, KL. So let's calculate it by multiplying them. Sine 48 KL is equal to 10.5. By dividing both sides by sine 48, this is become to KL is equal to guys, just find out by calculator, find out sine 48, then divided by 10.5. This is, we will get 14.1. This is KL. Okay, this is KL. Now what about another side, LM? LM, it's here, adjacent of 48. For finding adjacent, we have opposite. For finding adjacent, we have to use tan. Okay, you have to use tan. Tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. So tan of 48 is equal to, where's opposite? Opposite is 10.5 over LM. Tan 48, let's multiply by each other. Tan 48 LM is equal to 10.5. So LM is equal to 9.4. Okay, this is equal to 9.4. And KL is equal to 14.1. This is about the sides, guys. This is really easy. Just the trick of this kind of the question, you have to find out the rule. Which rule you need to use it for the request of the question. Now, let's solve this kind of question. Here, solve the triangle RST. It means the right side triangle. Give the angle of R and the angle of S to the nearest degree, and give RS to the nearest tenth of any unit. Guys, in this question, two sides are given, but we have no angle. It means this is the second case. In the second case, we have to use what? We have to use Pythagoras law. Pythagoras law is said hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. This is Pythagoras law. Now, where is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is RS, of course. Hypotenuse is here. RS square is equal to this side square. This side, it means 3.8 square plus another side 6.8 square. Okay, now, and by using calculator, we will get the square of 3.8 is 14.44 plus the square of 6.8 is 46.24. By adding each other, we will get 60.68 60.68, and this is RS square. Guys, by taking a square root from both sides, we will get RS is equal, the square root of 60.68 is 7, this is approximately 7.78. Okay, this is the length of RS, 7.78. Okay, now what about the finding angles? Finding angles, guys, here we have two sides with hypotenuse. What about finding angle? Guys, in which rule which rule includes opposite and adjacent? Of course, tan of R, tan of R is equal to of course opposite over adjacent. Okay, we will find the degree of R, of course. So tan of R is equal to opposite of tan is 3.8 over adjacent is 6.8. So guys, here we wanted to find R, so we have to take tan inverse for both sides to get R. R is equal to tan inverse of this fraction 3.8 over 6.8. You can use calculator to find this form here. Sorry, wait. Okay. By using calculator, you will get R is equal to what? 29. Okay. R is equal to 29. This is the degree of R. So, what about the degree of S? Guys, we know the degree of R is a 29, and we know R is 7.78. And if you remember at the first of this lesson, we had a note. Let me show you. It's here. This note says the sum of measure, look at here, the sum of the measure of two acute angle is equal to 90. So we will use this 90 to find out, the another degree here. How? Look at here. Degree of S is equal to 90. We have 90 here, minus another degree that we found it is here 29. So this is become to 90 minus 29 is equal to 69. So the degree of S is 69. Okay, I hope it's clear. Just